My name is Genesis. I go by Jenna the Cosmos. Where am I from? I'm from Philadelphia, PA. And my zodiac sign is a Scorpio sun, Pisces moon, Libra rising. So I came up with my name. At first I was just going by Genesis, which is like it's an original name, but there are a lot of people, places, things named Genesis. So being like a little bit into astrology and cosmology, and yeah, just thinking about the meaning of my name, which means the beginning, I came up with Jenna the Cosmos, which means the beginning of the universe. The first the first memory of music I have is definitely like being influenced by my mom in her mid 20s. She was very like, she was low key like a alt girly back then. And like, she listened to a lot of like Khalees, Reese, Rez. I don't know how to pronounce it. Res. She's from Philly too. A lot of like Gwen Stefani. And just like, yeah, being influenced by those types of experiences. And also like on my own, loved Hannah Montana, loved Miley Cyrus, loved all the Disney girlies, the pop girlies. Yeah. Definitely when I was younger, like Miley Cyrus, I was also very much into pop rock. I loved Avril Lavigne. Paramore was also very, very formative for me, like middle school years. So those are like some of the early, yeah, like formative artists. I think I've always wrote music, and music has always been like a part of my life. I think I realized I wanted to pursue, and I feel like not even pursuing it, but just like actively doing it, continuously doing it, was a couple years ago. I was a part of a collective, a music collective, and I started having the confidence to put music out through that experience, but I've always been making music. So I think from there, I was like, well, I'm taking it farther and farther and seeing how far I can push it. Yeah. I think growing up in Philly, and I was thinking about the previous question because I was like, I should have said Erica Badu and Mama's Gun. Very important album as well. And I just feel like being a child in that era of neo soul and Jill Scott and D'Angelo and just all those people, Music Soul Child, being in Philly. My mom also used to make music, so I feel like music, yeah, just has always been a part of my life and is a big part of Philly in general. So music is just like a part of being from Philly, I feel like. It's definitely changed. When I first started making music, in a more like intentional way with my friends, it was usually like collaborative. Like we sit around, somebody would make a beat, we put the beat on, we'd be like, oh, you got something for this? We would just write, listen to the beat on loop over and over again. And I feel like that pushed me to be like, okay, yeah, I got a verse, and like be able to like push my writing skills. But nowadays, it looks a lot more like quiet and like very like I don't know. I'm trying to have a more like devotional take when it comes to like writing, or I'll get like an idea and write it down and sit on that, or like have another idea and then try to like piece them together. Yeah, so that's how it's changed, and that's usually what it looks like now. Yeah. Okay, so I listen to music like obsessively. So it'll be like 3 songs that I listen to for like 2 months. Right now it's Galaxy Eyes Part 2 by Akai Solo. That song is so fucking good. If you haven't listened to his most recent project, you should. Um, and the other one is How We Flow by Gina. And I'm very excited for their album. So those are my 2 favorite songs right now. My favorite thing about creating music in this way that I have been recently is like I always thought that like manifestation affirmations were like, they felt silly to me, like looking in the mirror and being like, oh, you are You was kind, you was smart, you was beautiful. Um, the way the way I've approached rapping now that I'm like doing that medium specifically has been very like manifestation driven. Um, a lot of the things that I say, I almost don't believe them until I write it down and I say it in that way with whatever like delivery I'm going for. It starts to become more real. That's one of my favorite things. And also just like trying to translate what is going on unspoken in a spoken way through words and have people like feel that, hopefully. Yeah, that's my favorite thing about it. I'm trying to have more hobbies. Well, I'm a preschool teacher. That I guess is a passion, not a hobby, but that takes up a big chunk of my life outside of music. Sometimes it's hard to balance that, but along with that, I also paint and I draw and I make physical art. Yeah, songwriting process looks a lot like it usually starts like from a word or a phrase that I'm thinking about, and trying to express that in a way that's like well, right now I'm trying to stretch my pen for real, you know? So like that I feel like okay, sorry. It's hard to explain out loud. Like going with what is just like coming to me naturally while also trying to like tweak it and trying to like get better at the craft of songwriting because I feel like it's a muscle. So I feel like just yeah, trying to bring more like imagery and deeper meaning without being like facetious, like overly like like hitting niggas in the head with the idea that you're trying to present them with. Making stuff that's listenable and also conscious and also like yeah, and also trying not to think about it that much and just make the music as well. That's what the process looks like. Live, definitely. Kia, her new project was very, very like all of the underground artists that I have gotten a chance to like be acquainted with or meet or be in like spaces with inspire me very, very much. Those two people come to mind. Akai Solo comes to mind. Love Akai. Mike, Earl, Salimata. Her album was really good too. The Happening was really, really tough. Like yeah, especially like all like the femme artists that are coming up right now. Erica Badu, always. I'm probably forgetting because like the list is so long. I feel like that's also one of my favorite things about making music is like you're just full of references of like everything you've heard or like experienced, and then like you put your own conscious experience twist onto it, but it's like a mixture of everything that you hear. I have a lot of yeah. We are at a Leaf Brew and Mini Mart, and this is my favorite coffee shop in West. I live like 2 blocks away, so I come here probably every day to write, to think, to get coffee. My favorite song that I've made so far, I have 2 answers. The first is a song called Chekhov that I dropped like almost a year ago, but it was the first song that I like mixed myself and I recorded the vocals and it actually sounded like a real song. And also I really like the hook that I wrote for that song. And my other answer would be a song that I'm working on right now called Sana Sana. It's produced by my friend Noon, DJ Noon somewhere. But yeah, I also did like a little mixing at the end, so I'm very proud of that. If I could perform anywhere in the world, I don't know. I would want to perform. Honestly, it's gonna sound like I would want to perform at like the Fillmore, the TLA, like the places I'm used to like going for concerts. That would honestly the first thing that comes to mind. So, off the top of my head, I'm thinking about Rittenhouse. That when I was younger, it was a place that like I would meet a lot of my friends. Like I would know that if I went there, it would be somebody that I knew there. So that was a good place to decompress. But nowadays, I would say like Clark Park because it's down the street. And it's usually very, very quiet and not a lot of people there. In collab right now would be to do a song with Liv. I love her, and yeah, that would be my dream collab right now. My favorite song to perform is probably 555, because I know it really well. It was the first song that it was the first time that I ever rapped something and I was like, damn, I'm really saying this shit with my chest right now. So I like performing that song a lot because it's fun. And it's like good for crowd participation because the hook is very like catchy. Probably a lot of childhood memories shape who I am today. I guess what comes to mind is like my affinity to want to perform in some way or another. When I was very young, I did like ballet. That didn't last long, so that shifted into doing musicals up and through middle school. That was a phase too. I was always doing like a talent show. Like I was telling y'all, I even did like mock trial, which is in a way a performance. So yeah, just always finding opportunities to like share what I've made. Yeah. The best concert I've been to this day was seeing Mike in 2023 at the First Unitarian Church. It was the album before Showbiz. That album, that summer, that day, that was the best concert I ever been to. I think Sloss and Malone opened up. It was really good. Yeah, if somebody just discovered my music today, I would probably play You Around or the EP that I dropped last summer. Yeah. I'll choose artists. Yeah. So it'll be Earl Sweatshirt. Probably, definitely. Earl Sweatshirt, Amy Winehouse. And probably like Pierce the Veil. Yeah. A career moment that I'm hoping to manifest, I guess isn't specific, but more like general. I'm hoping for the opportunity to like play more shows outside of the city. Hopefully doing more shows in New York. And yeah, just getting the chance to like travel more. Yeah, that would be, yeah. You could find me, as far as on the internet, on social media, on Instagram, at genofthecosmos, one word, all lowercase. So in 2026, I am hoping to drop another project, hopefully another EP. Actually, I will drop another project. I don't know why I'm saying hopefully it's going to happen. I'm going to drop. And yeah, hopefully it'll be soon, though. I'm working on a couple of songs. One produced by Kuno Rap Name. Some produced by my friend DJ Noon Somewhere. Yeah, they're all very strong tracks, and I'm excited to put them out. I have a single about to come out soon, so I would want to say thank you to Trinity and the Groove Garden for having me on. And yeah, see you soon.